Is it a club or is it a bar? I'm going to go in and see if I can get a drink. Good news, I found a bar and a bartender. I'm Johnny Cocktail. Welcome to My Cocktail Mind. We're in Tavira at Clube de Tavira, and I'm with Pedro Palma. Tell me first, what's the name of this bar?
So this bar is called Segunda Casa in Portuguese, which is second house, because in Portuguese the word second and Monday is the same.
Yes.
Segunda. It's a second house for everyone.
That's correct.
So you can bring your friends. We have this cozy little place.
Well, you do have a great space here, a lot of little intimate little nooks. You have recreation space. It's got a really good vibe about it. And yes, we are in the Clube de Tavira, and that's an association.
Indeed.
But you do not need to be a member to attend. This is
Not
open
at
to
all.
the public.
It's open to the public, yeah.
And the association in itself, it is a center for performing arts. There is live music played here. There is stand-up comedy.
Indeed.
In fact, don't you take a turn on a microphone? And
I
sing?
do, yes. It's quite funny.
Okay, yeah, you are funny, man. Yes. So you started working at this bar without any prior bar experience.
No, I used to work in other bars.
Okay.
So I've been around. I'm a self-taught, so I really enjoy people. And I really enjoy making people happy and making people smile. And every time I do a cocktail, I make it for the person. So over the years, I got a little bit sad with bartending because I worked in Tavira, I worked in Vila Moura, I've worked in Faro and Évora as well, mostly bars. But I came back and forth with bartending. I used to get invites to, yeah, you should stop by one day and work with us one shift and yada yada. And I think I didn't lose the love for bartending because of that, because I really like to make people happy with my cocktails.
Well, that's not an uncommon story. A lot of bartenders got into the craft because maybe they were a student or it was another job to help fill out their income. But it's elevated to the point that with the craft cocktail revolution, that it is such a rewarding experience, and most of them relate it's about the hospitality factor.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they'll just say, it just comes down to, it's just a drink.
Mm-hmm.
But you build in the attention to the drink, the awareness of the drinker, the hospitality component, and you make those people feel welcome. And people could go online and they could learn how to make drinks there. There's tons of content for that, but people come to the bar because it's part of a community, just like a second house.
Exactly. Nowadays, everyone can do it at their homes. With the, well, like I did, mostly books, a lot of good books on bar. They're really, really good books on bar that can teach you almost anything. Experience, yes, you can try. You can be at home and say, oh, I have this amazing bottle of this whiskey, for example. What if I do a whiskey sour with it? Just find a good website. For example, I always give the recommendation of Difford's Guide.
I'm familiar with it.
Exactly. Which for recipes, it's quite amazing. And just do it with what you have at home.
Well, that's why I'm here. It's not just because you live just down the street from me and because you produce a nice product at a great price, but the product is exceptional because what we're featuring here, they are craft cocktails where you're making your own fusions, you're making your own syrups. So let's talk about your menu.
Well, our menu changes every month. One of the good things Club allows us, we have access to good spirits, good products, and I spend some time doing some stuff at home when I can. I have my other job and my other life, as I say. That's why we only open on Mondays. And it's a process. They provide us with good spirits. I provide with good cocktails. I always choose a recipe that's the closest to what the ingredients I have, and I want to be sustainable. I don't want to be, unfortunately, and I would love to, I would be able to make 120 or 30 or 1,000 different syrups, but we are a little bit, I'm missing the word, but we're a little bit gap on the amount of stuff I can do.
Yes.
And with that, I try to be sustainable.
So you're sourcing locally available. The Algarve is a region of great agricultural production. So I like to do the same things at my home bar. I know when I'm going to make different things based on when I can get things at the mercado or directly from the farmers.
Oh yeah, yeah. We try to get the lemons and limes from locally sourced places. Sometimes it's not possible, but most of the times we can do it, as I have one or two contacts with, which I bring and get the fresh fruits and vegetables. Yes.
Yes.
Those I also use basil and mint.
Terrific. So every month you're bringing out 6 different cocktails.
Exactly.
And are any of these your own creation?
I have, well, this month I have one. It's a cocktail I created when I was working at a Japanese restaurant. So a mixture between it's called Nanban, which is the name of the Portuguese when they arrived in Japan.
How about that?
It's called, translating, it's Southern Barbarian.
Okay. You don't feel bad about that.
Oh, not
It's
at
your
all.
little
Not at
inside
all.
joke.
It is. Most people don't know.
See, you are a funny man.
When Portuguese got to Japan, they were called the Southern Barbarians, the Nanban. And that was the inspiration to my cocktail. A mix of what's Japanese and what's Portuguese, what's perfect all together, and has one of my favorite ingredients, which is pear. Which most of the times is a little bit an underdog in bartending. And I decided to make it simple. It's a riff on a sour. It's, I usually do it with Nika, the whiskey, Japanese whiskey.
Japanese whiskey.
Today I'll be doing it with Bushmills, which is also a great substitute. Almond, pear, and egg whites with a dash bit of lemon.
So your pear, is it a liqueur or is it
It's a puree.
Puree.
It's a puree.
Is this now every February's menu, or do you rotate? It's not carried over from year to year?
Not at all. No. Last year, for example, when we started, we were doing 2 cocktails a day, which unfortunately was not sustainable because we ended up buying and making stuff every week that unfortunately sometimes it would go bad.
Yes.
So we decided to go for a full menu after 1 year. We've been open since November 2013. So this year we decided to start making every month 6 cocktails and going forward. The idea is to constantly shift, bringing new things, working the classics and the modern classics. And instead of going completely new cocktails, we bring stuff from a little bit of everything around the world.
You do have your 6 cocktails of the month.
Yeah.
If someone wants to order off menu, if they see your bottle list and they want to order a classic, if they just want a Negroni or so, and it's not something that's on your menu, that's available as well?
Of course.
I just want to make sure.
I usually tend to say, if Google knows it, I'll make it. No worries.
Okay. Google, I've heard about that. They know quite a bit. Yeah.
It's new, kind of new.
Oh, it's going to catch on.
No, but the thing is, I'm not pretentious or want to be the best, or I'm here to serve. And if you tell me I don't like any of what's on the menu, but I would like a cocktail, sure, we can do that. I have a person that comes here maybe once a month and always asks for a Negroni. And I'll make it happily. If I have the ingredients, I'll make it, no worries.
Now, so you're just one day.
Yeah, just Mondays.
Just Monday. And what are your hours?
We open at 6 p.m. Well, sometimes early, sometimes 6 p.m., but mostly 6 p.m. from 11.
Okay. And are you working this bar by yourself? Do you have help? You mentioned Marcelo. Do you have any bar back to help you?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Because what I know...
I work with Marcelo. Both of us usually does food, and we both do tables. I do the bar, he does the food, and then we both do tables.
So you do have table service?
We do.
Yeah,
We do.
when I came, I stopped by the bar, and you made a nice drink for me, and I took it to one of the cozy spots. And yeah,
We have tables, but we don't have table service. It's one of
Understood.
our rules because I think people should come to the bar and have a look instead of just sitting and waiting. And this way, people tend to get closer to the bar, and then they can get their drink and explore.
That's always a preference of mine too. When I have the opportunity, is I will like to sit at the rail. being careful not to overly engage the bartender. I know they're very busy, but I like to watch them and their techniques and their execution, their efficiency. And I get to watch them make drinks with, I may see their back bar and it may have a spirit that I'm not familiar with. And so maybe I'll ask them, what do you use that for? Or I'll see them make that and I'll ask, what was that drink? It's a great opportunity to enhance your education as a drinker.
Oh, indeed. As a drinker, I only stay at the bar.
Terrific. Well, you will be making a drink for me.
I will.
And what you mentioned, I'm intrigued, not just because of your description, but because that fits my profile as a drinker. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, I'll start working on that. Perfect.
Okay, here we go.
Very important. Have a cold glass. Any dash of sugar. 25 mLs of the pear. 15 of, just a tiny bit more, the almond syrup. Moving onward with 60 milliliters of whiskey and egg white. The 25 mLs of lemon. I'll start first with the dry shake.
A nice dry shake to emulsify that egg white.
Exactly. So it was stuck, but I usually like to use this size so we don't waste it. And we can put some fresh rocks in it. And now comes my favorite song. As soon as it's frozen in your hands, we double strain it.
That was an honest shake. And a double strain. Hitting that wash line very nicely.
And last but not least, we decorated with a tiny bit of Angostura and make hearts out of it.
And this drink is, again, called the...
Nanban, the Southern Barbarians.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, my friend. Cheers.
Cheers back. I felt bad. I can't cheers you.
No worries, no worries.
This will be when you come to my house.
When I'll go to your house, I'll be happy.
Me too. Ooh, Pedro, my friend. That is a fantastic drink.
Thank you very much.
I sincerely thank you. This has been a great visit for me.
I'm really happy you enjoyed it.
Another great visit for me here. And I just think we're going to have to increase the staff because you're going to need a doorman pretty soon too for crowd control. And I'm going to probably have to come and pull a shift in wash glassware for you.
If we need a new PR manager, I'll call you.
I look forward to it again. So thanks very
Thank you
much.
very much.
Good luck with the rest
you.
of the night, the rest of the month, and you'll be seeing me soon.
Thank you.
When you come back, let him know Johnny sent you, and you are going to want to come back. This is a stop in Tavira that needs to be checked. Cheers.
Cheers.